No, everything's cold.
Good evening. I would like to call this meeting to order. May I have a roll call, please, Ms. Capiello?
Ms. Carbonell,
Present?
Mr. Cohan,
Here.
Mrs. Conte Mackey, Mrs. Faria,
Here.
Mr. McDowell,
Present.
Mrs. Benisi,
Here.
Mr. Nasta,
Here.
Ms. Santana, Mrs. Scott Heeden.
Here. Thank you. And just for the record, Ms. Santana will be here tonight, but she may be a little late. All right? Board member, who is doing our flag
McDowell.
salute?
Mr. McDowell.
Mr. McDowell, please lead us into the flag salute.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Mr. McDowell. Will you also please read our mission statement?
Certainly, Madam President. Our mission statement: empower and inspire every student every day.
Thank you so much. Ms. Kuhn. All right. Ms. Kuhn, will you please read the Open Public Meetings Act statement?
Yes. In accordance with the provision of the New Jersey Open Public Meeting Act, the Township of Union of Board of Education has caused notice of this meeting to be published by having the date, time, and place thereof published in the Star Ledger and Union County local sources, posted in the administrative building of 2369 Morris Avenue in Union, New Jersey, filed with the Township clerks and mailed to all persons, if any, who have requested said notice. The Board of Education offers members of the public an opportunity to address issues regarding items on the agenda or on any issue. Individuals need to identify themselves by name and address. Public comments are limited to 3 minutes. Issues raised by members of the public may or may not be responded to by the board. All comments will be considered, and a response will be forthcoming if and when appropriate. Board asks all members of the public to be courteous and mindful of the rights of other individuals when speaking. Comments regarding students and employees of the board will not be responded to by the board. Madam President?
Thank you so much, Ms. Kuhn. The board will now go into executive session to discuss personnel and legal issues, and action will be taken. May I have a motion to move into executive session?
So moved. Second.
Any discussion? This motion has been properly moved by Ms. Scott Hayden and seconded by Ms. Nancy Manisi. May I have a roll call, please, Ms. Capiello?
Mr. Cohan,
Yes.
Mrs. Conte Mackey,
Yes.
Mrs. Faria,
Yes.
Mr. McDowell,
Yes.
Mrs. Benisi,
Yes.
Mr. Nasta,
Yes.
Mrs. Scott Heeden,
Yes.
Ms. Carbonell.
Yes. Thank you so much.
I only see the two presentations.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for being here tonight. May I have a motion to move back into our public regular meeting?
Second.
Thank you. May I have a roll call, please, Ms. Capiello? I apologize. This motion has been properly moved by Ms. Scott Hayden and seconded by Mr. McDowell. May I have a roll call, please, Ms. Capiello?
Mr. Cohan?
Yes.
Mrs. Conte Mackey?
Yes.
Mrs. Faria?
Yes.
Mr. McDowell?
Yes.
Mrs. Manisi?
Yes.
Mr. Nasta? Oh, sorry, he left. Ms. Santana?
Yes.
Mrs. Scott Hayden?
Yes.
Ms. Carbonell?
Yes. Approval of the minutes. May I have a motion to approve the following minutes?
So moved.
Second.
This motion has been properly moved by Ms. Manisi, seconded by Mr. Cohan. May I have a roll call, please, Ms. Capiello?
Mr. Cohan?
Yes.
Mrs. Conte Mackey?
Yes.
Mrs. Faria?
Yes.
Mr. McDowell?
Yes.
Mrs. Manisi?
Yes.
Ms. Santana?
Yes.
Mrs. Scott Hayden?
Yes.
Ms. Carbonell?
Yes. Next, we will have our communications section that is reflected on operations and personnel agendas. Good evening, everyone. I would like to take a moment to thank you all for being here tonight. As we begin the public comment portion of this meeting, I want to remind everyone that we do value your input and appreciate your time and effort in sharing your thoughts and concerns. We ask that all comments be respectful and constructive as we aim to foster a productive dialogue that benefits our community and the work we are here to do. Each speaker will be given 3 minutes to address the board. Please remember that while we are eager to hear your perspectives, we are unable to engage in any discussion during this portion of the meeting. However, your comments will be carefully considered by the board and, if necessary, followed up on. With that said, I invite the first speaker to approach. Isn't that interesting? Happy holidays to everyone. Oh, nice. Superintendent's report.
Thank you, Madam President. Welcome, everyone. So we're going to start off with just some acknowledgements. As you see, I've been putting up there their enrollment just so you can see where we're at with that as well. But as we do throughout our district, we have many staff members that do excellent, do a lot for our community, and I would just like to highlight a couple of them tonight. So first, I want to call up Corey Baker and Lauren Cohn. So Corey and Lauren work a lot together. Yes. So it doesn't surprise me that great things are happening. If you guys want to come out here. But they have been recognized in several ways throughout the state. Ms. Conte could talk about it a little more in her presentation. But just so you see there, you know, I want to say one thing. I could say a bunch of things of everything you guys do, but one thing that always will stick with me, and I shared it, and I shared it actually anytime I get an opportunity, is the impact you're making not just on special ed kids. I have had people tell me that our students at Union High School are benefiting from the programs you're putting together in the high school, and that they would have never gotten to know some of our students. And you talk about breaking down barriers and walls. You guys are doing it in our schools. So, I mean, I could go on about all the other things that you're getting nominated for, and I know Ms. Conti's going to have it in her slide presentation as well. But thank you for all the fundraising you do for the Special Olympics. You guys do a lot with that. Lauren, you know, like I've said a couple of years ago, you have an energy to keep bringing more. I'm thankful. I appreciate it. And it is really great for our students. And I wanted to acknowledge your efforts and what you guys are doing, and, you know, keep up the great work. So does the board want to say anything? So I just want to give 2 certificates. Again, I wish I could do more. But Lauren, do you want to just share a couple of the programs that you've been, the new one this year?
Yeah.
So,
And then, where you want to go in the future, maybe.
oh, I want to go everywhere in the future. So we have a couple new school enterprises right now. We have the Farmers Laundry Service. That's one of our new ones. So we will be providing laundry service for staff and any students. So one thing I noticed, some student for attendance, sometimes they don't come to school because they don't have clean clothes. It's something so simple as that. So we can provide a service that our students will learn and provide a service that will get our students to school more is something that is really important. So my goal is not just for my students in my classes, but to reach everybody at the high school, all the students at the high school. So when we open these new school enterprises, we use our unified members, our partners, to partner with our class students. So now we're building meaningful friendships and relationships between everybody in school. So now we're bringing everybody together and breaking down those barriers. Yep, so we have the laundry, Farmers Laundry. Yeah, so we have the print shop. So we actually have a DTF printer, a Glowforge machine. We have a sublimation printer. We can make anything from T-shirts to ornaments to lasering on wood. And so these skills, these are what we're seeing out in our community. So I go around all of New Jersey. Corey, we do a bunch of research. We see what places of businesses are opening for our young adults with disabilities. And then we take those ideas and bring them back to our high school to create these school enterprises. So we train them. We just actually, one of my former students' parents just reached out. Our student had a love for the library, and I just got his acceptance letter to college. He moved to Texas, and he was formally accepted into college, and he will become a librarian. It's like, and that's why these are so important to me, because we get to see success stories like that. So, yeah.
Does anyone have any questions? And then, I know Ms. Nunes isn't here. Do you want to take a picture?
Do you want to do the picture first, or questions? Colleagues, any questions, comments?
I just have a comment. I've been to the cafe, I've been to Play Unified at the high school. You guys are amazing. You do so much for our students. Thank you so much.
I also have, we're trying to figure out, so we used to have meetings at the high school, and maybe this was one of your classrooms where there were little snacks and different things. We don't remember much, but we do remember that. And I believe during my tenure with the board, one of the things, I believe it was Lowe's that donated.
Yes. So I go around and get as many donations as I possibly can. So we just build those partnerships with these businesses, because those businesses really do have a lot of programs. We have a new program with Walgreens. They have an entire inclusion. So our 18 to 21 program will begin working there to build the skills. So my goal is to build as many partnerships and relationships with companies, large and small. So, it just opens doors for all of us. Not just, staff, students, anybody can open opportunities for us.
And Lauren, that was Lowe's here in Union?
It was, yes.
And Walgreens here in Union?
Yep, right across from Burnett.
The only thing I would suggest is I'm always very grateful when organizations and community stores contribute to what we're trying to do here for kids.
Yes.
These meetings are held once a month and they're televised. Dr. Benacuesta, if you ever come up with the list, I will not be president come January, but I will be a member, and I know the new president will welcome that, and so with the rest of us, and giving them a shout out.
Oh, absolutely.
Because they deserve that.
So we try to do shout outs through our social media also, so they get a shout out there also. So I can compile a list and always have it running for when we have new places.
And I do, last but not least, just want to say thank you so much for making the activity so engaging, but also a learning experience for the children or the young adults that are going out into the real world. This is Life Skills 101, right?
It is.
So thank you so much to both of you, and it's a pleasure having you tonight.
Thank you.
Let's give them
Hi. Thank you so much.
Ms. Santana,
I
I'm
know.
sorry.
what I wanted to say is, a lot of times the role of a board member, we're here for countless hours. Sometimes it's tireless. And you sit here and you want to remember your why. Coming in today, seeing our children like Julia Laverty, great faces, families back there, employees, hearing everything that you are all my why. And I thank you for this. You're uplifting. I hope I'm serving you all the same exact way that you're serving us. And thank you over and over again. Thank you.
Picture?
So I just want to say thank you to the both of you. I can, hands-on, Julian is now 21, and you both have been a part of his life. You don't give up on our students with disabilities. You see them through the lens that often takes a challenge for the community, for society to look at them as individuals who deserve a quality life and who are sky's the limit. And I appreciate everything you do for them. I appreciate your commitment. I know that, especially Ms. Combs, she does not care. She will park in front of central office when she has an idea, but it shows the passion and commitment that is needed for our babies. And so thank you so much. As a mom, I thank you. As a parent, I thank you. As a community member, I thank you. As a board member, thank you. We all thank you. And we appreciate what you do, and more importantly, special services. Just coming together, it makes a difference to those of us who live it 24/7, to know that we have caring individuals who truly care about our babies, and more important, we feel safe enough knowing that they're in your hands. So thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Congratulations. Thank you again. Thank you, Lauren. Yeah, thank you for being here. Check, check. Is this on? You hear it? No? Sal? Hello? Is this on? We on? Check 1, 2.
1, 2. One, two. Check. 1, 2. 1, 2.
The other person on this slide is the gentleman that we've been collaborating more, Nick Badello, who is the pastor for Living Word Church. You guys were very kind and donated to the church's cause of turkeys and other things in our district. And he couldn't be here tonight, but he's going to send a little thank you.
Everyone. Thank you so much from Living Word Church to all of you. Thank you to Dr. Benequista. Thank you to the Board of Education. Thank you to Union High School, all the students, all of the principals and administration, faculty, everybody. Thank you so much for your partnership during Thanksgiving and even the early Christmas season, for all the residents and the people we were able to serve in a really difficult time. Together, we were able to serve well over 400 families just in the month. We were able to hand out over 300 plus turkeys, 100 of which was raised up and collected by the high school, and so many bags of food. It's over about 2,500 pounds of food, and just so much was distributed. Thank you for playing such a big part. We are honored at the church to be a part of this community and to continue to impact each family and individual that comes through. I want to invite any of you, as we get into the new year, we just had our December pantry distribution, but in January, the second Tuesday, and in February, the second Tuesday, any second Tuesday of the month, you're welcome to join us over at Living Word Church to see the food distribution and to see just what the Lord is doing in our town and the heart of generosity and care. So thank you so much. We thank you for partnering, and we look forward to doing more in the future. God bless, and thank you so much to everyone again.
So again, I just want to thank the board. You voiced something that, our community has a lot of needs. Sometimes people don't think that. But we, not just Living Word Church, we partnered with a lot of different churches in our community. Each elementary school, I think, or all our schools picked one of the pantries to partner with. So I don't have an exact number, but I can't imagine how many families in our community we impacted. And it coming from the board, it makes me proud to share some of this back with you guys, because again, when you partner and support each other, great things could happen. So thank you guys.
Thank you so much. And thank you to Living Word Church and Mr. Badillo.
So as you guys know, Miss Isabella Cacosa is back in her position. She's excited, right? But again, we were very thankful that she came into Livingston and did a great job, but you won't know it unless you do it.
Isabella, thank you for stepping in and leading us with heart. We very truly appreciate all you've done. Thank you. Love you. Isabella, we want to thank you so much for coming in the past 3 months, taking on a role unexpectedly, and you made our building thrive. We were going to miss you so much. Thanks for everything you did for us, everything you got for us. You're the best. Thank you. Thank you, Isabella, for all that you did. You guided our school with a heart that never hid. We love you. We love you, Isabella.
What can we say? Isabella, you were like a breath of fresh air that came into our office. It was great working with you. We wish you nothing but the best. Please don't be a stranger. You're always welcomed here at Livingston School.
And thank you for everything that you got us. You will always have a home here with us.
We love you.
We love you.
Isabella, thank you so much for moving us forward in the short time you were here, and thank you for fostering such a positive environment. And we all want to wish you the best of luck. 1, 2, 3. Muchas gracias.
Isabella, we just wanted to say thank you so much for coming into our school and making it such a warm environment for our students and making our spaces so comfortable, not only for us, but especially for the students here at Livingston. We really appreciate it.
And so a lot of the things you hear about Isabella, she just didn't come in there and keep the ship moving. I know that we have an updated library. We changed some offices, gave space. So again, I just thank you for all your hard work. Go on, and it's several minutes. So keep watching it. I'll send you it so you could keep it. But it really shows in the heart and kindness that people mention. It's in you. And I thank you. We're lucky to have you. And I just wanted to give you a little certificate again of appreciation. Thank you. Thank you. Anyone?
No, thank you all. Then thank you, Livingston. The last few months really was so memorable, and I really appreciate everybody. And I learned a lot, and
You impacted a lot.
They welcomed me right from the beginning, and I'll always be grateful. And that is such an incredible, dynamic group of educators at that school, and I was very lucky to be there.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for this.
Ms.
So I know-
Kokoza, I do want you to stand for a minute, because I know some of my colleagues will want to say something. We did take an opportunity to recognize your contribution to the district. I believe it was last month, but I am so happy that you're being recognized formally tonight.
Thank you.
Some people, and one of the saddest things that has happened in education is that they see this as a job, and this is truly a vocation. And I am so happy that tonight we are recognizing someone that does see this as a vocation, and that everything that we ask for, you're there with no questions, no hesitation. You're willing to just do the job because you know it's going to benefit our district, our staff, and our students. Thank you so much for the work that you put in. It is recognized, it is admired, and we're just really humbly grateful to have you as part of our team. Thank you so much.
Thank you for saying that.
And another exciting part, anyone else?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. Let's
Thank you.
continue.
Thank you.
No picture.
You want to grab a picture real quick? We'll do a picture real quick. Trying to keep it moving, but how about we just stand?
Yes.
Yeah, right
Let's
there.
do it.
Here, come over here.
Gonna block anybody?
We'll block Mr. Taylor a little bit. Come on, right in the middle. Can you get everyone?
All right, so then you want, everybody move over. Move to the middle.
We're gonna move to the middle.
Yep, keep going,
Symmetrical.
keep coming. All right, that's actually good. All right, good. Almost out of Okay, out of the 100, there's gotta be one.
Thank you again, Isabella. So the next great thing is when, the state talked about student liaisons. We have a wonderful student liaison joining us this month, Julia Laverty. I'm going to hand the mic over. Here's the clicker, so you go right. And it's so exciting to hear what the student voice says.
Hi, everyone. My name is Julia Laverty, and I'm a senior at Union High School. A little bit about me is I'm involved in a bunch of different clubs, including All In, where we coordinate different activities such as the appreciation station and positive affirmations. We post them up around the school to boost school morale and overall mental health. Club Unified, where Gen Ed students are paired with special ed students, and they socialize and learn from each other. I'm also part of the National Honor Society, which recognizes students for their standards of scholarship, service, leadership, and character, not just their academic achievements. And we go to different events around the community and help in any way we can. I'm also one of the captains of the UHS swim team for the 2025-2026 season.
Wow, okay.
Starting off strong, Connecticut Farms Elementary School partnered with the Connecticut Farms Church Food Pantry and the Township of Union Food Pantry to participate in a food drive. All donations went to the Township of Union Pantry to help feed people in need. Hannah Caldwell Elementary School also held their annual school-wide food drive. They collected so much food, and all the donations got delivered to the Connecticut Farms Church Pantry to help support the community. Moving on, Club Unified, during the month of November, Club Unified collected coloring books and crayons for both children and adults to donate to Holiday Express. Ms. Cohn's class, along with a few members of Club Unified, then went on to volunteer at Holiday Express. They packed bags with crayons and coloring books to pass out to people this holiday season. On November 14th, students in the Tomorrow's Teachers program, along with 15 other Tomorrow's Teachers programs in New Jersey, went to Kean University for the Empowering Teaching Conference. This conference focused on student-centered learning. Moving on, the community has partnered with Living Word Church in Union, New Jersey to collect turkeys to bring happiness to people's plates for Thanksgiving. UHS had 68 turkey donations along with so much food. Students at UHS were able to receive 2 community service hours for every 1 turkey they donated and 5 community service hours for every 2 turkeys they donated. And the Board of Education also donated 8 turkeys. Now getting into the fun stuff. On November 21st, 6 seniors and 4 juniors competed in Mr. UHS. Each contestant had to come prepared with a talent to showcase in order to have the fans vote for who their favorite contestant was. The contestants were also able to vote for the most friendly and pleasant contestant to work with. There were 4 other judges, all staff members of UHS, alongside the fans who were able to vote for the official Mr. UHS for the 2025-2026 school year. UHS had their A Night in New York City themed homecoming dance on December 5th. There was a DJ, pizza and Chick-fil-A, a hot dog stand, a caricature artist, multiple different photo ops, and 2 different photo booths. The students had the best time. Also on December 5th, Club Unified took a trip to the Adventure Aquarium in Camden, New Jersey. They had the best time exploring all the different animal exhibits with their partner. The day was filled with fun smiles, teamwork, and special memories. Now getting into attendance, the 6th graders at Kwame Middle School had excellent attendance of 97.8% during the month of November. They continued to show up and dedicate themselves to their schoolwork. On December 9th, 103 senior students at UHS were inducted into the National Honor Society. This society recognizes 4 specific pillars of scholarship, service, leadership, and character. It's an honor for me to be a member of this society. Now getting into sports. The winter sports have just only started, but what I can tell you is that 105 students tried out for the boys basketball team and 60 made it. 30 girls tried out for the girls basketball team and 28 girls made it. For winter cheer, 29 students tried out and everyone made it. For bowling, 19 students tried out and 10 made it. For wrestling, there was 92 students and 92 made it. For swimming, there was 49 and 49 made the team. For winter track, there was 116 students and 80 made the team. And then for winter esports, 22 students tried out and 22 students made the team. Moving on to the middle school winter sports. Tryouts are still ongoing, so there's no official roster as of right now. But 84 boys tried out for the boys basketball team. 80 girls tried out for the girls basketball team. 42 students tried out for the cheer team, and 25 students tried out for the wrestling team. There was a huge increase in the number of girls trying out for the basketball team between the 24-25 season to the 25-26 season. In 2024, only about 27 girls tried out, while for the 2025 season, there was an influx of 80 girls trying out for the basketball team. There was 1 team last year, and they had split it into 2 teams now so that everyone gets a chance to perform. Moving on to Uwe Igion. He was an all-conference first team, along with Jordan Brady and Jameer Hall. He got a full-ride scholarship to Temple University in Philadelphia, which was worth about $305,840. He's the only Union County D1 football scholarship athlete. And he's got over a 3.5 GPA and is graduating high school in January, so he'll be able to go train with Temple University in the spring. Moving on to the girls all-conference, first team was Isabella Runa and Courtney Lamadou. Second team was Emily Fillion and Maya Fillion, and the honorable mentions were Michaela Asadio and Brianna Sequeira. For girls volleyball all-conference first team was Alexis Felino, with honorable mentions of Neva Mendez and Isabella Moto Fuentes. For all-county third team, Alexis Belino. Last but not least, the boys soccer all-conference and all-county. The first team was Sebastian Yosa Rojas, and the second team was Jonathan Alfano. That's it.
Thank you, Julia. Board have any questions, comments?
Miss Scott Hayden has something. She's whispering in my ear. I'm going to put her on the spot. And then Mr. McDowell.
So I was asking Madam President to ask her normal question, which is, what are you inspired to do after high school?
Thank you. So after high school, I am looking at colleges. I'm undecided in my career path as of right now, but I'm looking at either like business management or marketing. So those are my interests as of right now.
Very nice, very nice.
Thank you.
Mr. McDowell, and then Mr. Cohen, I believe.
Very nice job. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
When you first introduced yourself, I thought you were a teacher. Mr. UHS, who won?
So for the official Mr. UHS, Lennox won the official Mr. UHS, and for so the one that the contestants voted for was Gavin Beaumont, and then for the fan favorite was Jonathan Cordova.
Thank you.
Very nice. Mr. McDowell, Mr. Cohen, I apologize.
Thank you, Julia. I just was going to ask the same question that Ms. Scott Hayden asked, so just want to congratulate you and
Thank
good
you.
luck.
Thank you so much.
And Julia, so we know you have a very impressive resume, but tell us a couple of things about yourself that outside of school. Just a couple of things about what you like outside of school. And also, I would like to know, what's your wish list in terms of what schools you're looking at?
So for my wish list, as of right now, I've only visited 3 schools so far. There's still more to come. But I'm really liking Marist University.
Okay.
That's one of my tops right now, and Fairleigh Dickinson as well. As interests outside of school, I like reading. I'm very much a reader. I like just being outside, honestly. I just like nature and everything.
Oh, that's
But,
lovely.
yeah, that's about it.
That's awesome. And I want to give you, last but not least, phenomenal presentation, very thorough. And I love the way you pronounced those hard names. That is a skill that even some of us adults miss. But one of the clubs that you're in, All In, I just thought what you said was beautiful. Simply because particularly right now in our climate, in our society, starting the day with something positive and almost rewiring the brain. There's a beautiful quote that says, be careful with your thoughts because they become words. Be careful with your words because they become action. Something along those lines. And I think you are helping make sure that the culture in our school remains positive and optimistic. So thank you to you. You're already assuming leadership roles in a number of dimensions. And we're very, very certain that you're going to be very successful. So thank you for being with us tonight. To
Thank
you and
you.
your family. Nice job.
Thank you for having me.
Madam President, quick picture, or?
Of course.
Come on.
This way everybody goes to the front. This is one of
And then it's a small certificate, nothing major.
Yes.
And then if you guys want to come, we'll take a board picture, and then family.
Yes, the family, please.
And they don't move easily. No, Mom, come here. Dad could come on this side.
Dad, can I be next to her? You see her all the time. Let me just get in there.
Come on in. You good? We got it?
Jerry, move up. Oh.
Yeah, it's good.
This is a tough photographic group. Landscape. High, low.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Hi, congratulations.
Thank you.
Happy holidays.
Thank you.
Yes.
How you guys doing? Okay? Good. Good.
Bye-bye. Nice meeting you. Happy holidays.
And as we're transitioning, that is not easy for one of our students to do, and Julia did such a wonderful job. So next up, we have two presentations tonight. First up is Ms. Conti. They're going to talk about special services and, share all the wonderful things going on there. So here's your thing.
Well, thank you. Thank you. And this is going to be very difficult now following Julia, because that was a great presentation. So now I have my work cut out for me. Thank you.
And also, I put a lot of pressure on Ms. Conti because she had a lot to share. So there's a lot up there that everyone could go through at their leisure, but she's going to speed through a lot of it and really hit in on some of the big things.
Thank you so much.
They know that I really like to talk about the department, so I had to, trim it down some, but feel free anytime to ask me questions, so I'll try to do it justice. All right, so good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
And for those who don't know me, I'm Kim Conti. I'm the Director of Special Services, and so here we go. I'll give you a little overview of the department, 2526. Oh, big one. Sorry, I got to go the other way. All right. Okay. So now I'm going to talk a little bit, just a very general overview on our staff and programs. Tonight, besides myself, I have Stephanie Buthorn and Joseph Sugling for supervisors. We're going to welcome a third supervisor in January. Our office team consists of an accountant who works with our business office. We have 12-month secretaries and a 10-month secretary. We have a host of child study team and related service providers who are at the buildings, the various school buildings where they're located. Special education teachers who instruct in the programs over there on the right side of the screen. Support staff, we have terrific paraprofessionals and behavior technicians. And there's a list of our programs in district. I won't go through all of them, but they're from general education classes to more special class programs that are self-contained, out-of-district programs, and as-needed home instruction. All right, so what does it look like? What do our programs look like by building? So there we have, every building has resource programs. Almost every elementary, with the exclusion of Jefferson, has preschool disabilities. And almost every school now in the district has autism programs. So if you look at Battle Hill, they mostly have the mild to moderate learning or language disabilities. There's Connecticut Farms. They've really taken on a lot of autism programs there. Franklin now has programs. Hannah, who they have varied programs. I'm just giving you a little bit of a look how it's broken down. Livingston, Washington, Jefferson, Burnett, Kwame, and then, of course, Union Senior High School. You could see that there. Now, let's talk about students. So here's where we get into the meat and potatoes of the data. So if you look right now, we have about 1,413 students. And we have an asterisk there because right now it's December. So as you know, we're going to be going on through June. So as referrals come in, that number is going to increase, okay? Now, it's about a little over 24% increase since the 2021 school year. So you're looking at, if you look at 2021, you have 1,137 students, and look where we are now, okay? You can see how the graph goes, and take a look where that peak is. And I was talking about it with Dr. Benaquista a little bit earlier today, and if you look at it, it's almost where COVID, right after that, you kind of see that peak. And I don't know causation, but it certainly looks like something to be said for that, right? Okay, let's talk about classification rates. We hear about that all the time. And you see I have 2023 and 2024 school year. The reason I have that is because we want to compare apples to apples. And if you want to look at the state classification rate, they're always kind of like a year behind with their data. So you look and you could see at that point we were 16.62%, under the state average, pretty good, 19.3%. Right now, as of December 10th, our rate was 18.2, but I can't tell you how we were doing with the state because it's not yet released. Okay, so that gives you a little information. There's our students by classification category, how it's broken down. The largest category, no surprise, specific learning disability. The next one is other health impairment, followed by communication impairment, and then following that is preschool child with disability. And this presentation is going to be posted, so if anybody wants to refer to it, go into it a little bit deeper. I did include some data on there so that you can refer to it. All right, so what about referrals? You have from July 1st to 12/10, which is our school year starts in July 1st, our referrals are 144 at this point. We're not through the school year. You can see how they're broken down, how they're referred. Parent referrals lead, even over district, and early intervention. And for those of you who don't know, early intervention is birth. They service birth through 3 years old. They come to us at 3 years old, so that's who refers to us, okay? So look at those referral rates. I'd like to give a little history. Pretty consistent in the 300s if you look at the total. Parent referrals outpace district referrals, and early intervention, well, that has to do with the birth to 3. You see a little bit of that upswing around COVID, but you know it's fallen back down. You can see the peak in the graph. All right, referral process. So who can refer? Well, parents, guardians, the school district's instructional staff, administrators, other personnel like counselors, okay? State and community agencies, which would be the Department of Education, and agencies that are involved with child welfare. And this is basically what we post out there when we want to let people know how to refer. And they can do that by writing to the principal or to myself. And all requests must be signed. That's what we ask. So how do we get that out there? And we do have a child find obligation. We do that through the media, child find processes. So for example, we team up with Morris Union Jointure Commission. They post it out to local physician offices, daycares, shelters. We display it out in schools. Ms. Buthorn posts it out there. We do non-public schools, and that's not an exhaustive list, and obviously on our websites in the district and in the buildings. Now, it's important to know that we're part of a continuum. So when we refer, there's a lot of other things that have happened before it gets to the point when someone asks for a child study team referral. And some of those are intervention and referral services, school counseling, a tiered system of supports, which I often talk about with teaching and learning, and 504. And the CST are available, and we do encourage, and we always have, that if they need to sit on any of these teams or services prior to referral, I'm always happy that they do that. So for example, if one of the concerns might be academic, you would want a learning disabilities teacher consultant to be part of the team to give expertise in that area. If it's speech, perhaps a speech language specialist. Now, where we spend our money, right? We always hear about our money. So Mr. Sugling did a beautiful pie chart here. And if you take a look, you have the big blue is out-of-district tuitions, which are over 60%. And then, no surprise, following, you got contracted transportation services. What is that about? Almost 30%. Then, you know, you're falling down into contract-related services. It plummets to like 6%. That has to do with nursing services, vocational services, behavioral health services, all those related services that you contract with. And then we go to extra pay expenditures, home instruction, which we do for both general ed, special education, ABA, applied behavior analysis, also extracurricular powers that we may need for students during extracurricular activities. And then you're down to that 0.4% contracted CST evaluations. Those are evaluations that the district child study teams can't do. For example, neurological, psychiatric, assistive technology. And now you can see the flattened pie, and it's over 21 million for out of district, over 9 million in transportation services. And you see the color code, of course, it's tiny there, but I think the purpose was just to show you where the majority goes of the expenditures. And then if anybody's interested, there's all our budget lines. And there we are, total number of placements at a district. We're at about now, and again, we're not done with the school year yet, so that could change, 176 over the last 5 years. Look at 21, 22. And then where we went back up again, is that COVID? I don't know. Is it because we've also went up by a lot of students? Think about it, when I first started in this department, 2008, somewhere around there, we're talking about a little over 1,000 students. And on that slide, we were about 1,400, maybe more.
Ms. Kansi, I promised that I wouldn't ask questions until the end, but I'm not going to be able to.
And I promised to be short. That didn't happen. So.
I'm sure Ms. Faria is probably wanting to ask some questions too, because we're just alike.
Oh, go ahead.
I'm messing with you. The table that you just showed us, I just want to.
Want to go back? Hang on, let me go back. Let me go back.
Does that include legal?
No, that's different lines. So it doesn't include staff as, thanks, Jerry. So it doesn't include staff either. You have to remember, staffing too is a big part of this. Legal goes under different line items, so that's why that's not in there.
So our special education program can be anywhere 50 to, do we know off the back what our budget is total, including staff and legal?
Oh, well, this is about, it's up to what, like over 34 million, and then you have your staff. What do you want to say? Yeah, plus legal? Yeah.
It has to be in the 40s, or certainly.
Yeah. Yeah.
I want to hear from Ms. Conte, Dr. Benaquist. I'm just messing with you. I'm messing with you. And I had, see, he took me out of my element.
Your zone?
Yes. Before we move though, because we're talking budget, we're working on the budget come, currently actually.
Right now.
What funding sources, let's say we're looking at 40-something, sorry, Dr. Benaquist, I'm gonna need you. Close to 50 perhaps when we include health benefits, salaries, legal, and these expenditures here. What funding sources do we normally, or would a district normally have as revenue to be able to address those expenditures?
How to sustain?
Yes.
It's coming. It's coming in there.
There. See? Good questions.
Yeah, and it's not all of it, but yeah, well, we'll talk a little bit more. So next is going to be, I got this, expenditures we did. Wait, I'm going the wrong way. I'm not good with the directions. There we go. Okay. Revenue.
Very good.
Okay, so here we have the Individuals with Disabilities Education Act grant. It varies year to year, but we're going to say approximately 2 million for this. And we use the funds for added district tuitions. And then everything else is pretty much local funds except for, there it is, extraordinary aid. So that has to do with excess costs, right? So they reimburse a portion for extraordinary expenses to districts. And I must say, Ms. Krupa, I'm giving you a shout out wherever you are right now, the accountant that I discussed, she does a lot of work on this to maximize, and you're talking 3.8 million. And she does an incredible job, she really does. So, and you have to qualify for services. For example, it has to be, the tuition, whether it's general ed or whether it's at a district, it has to be 40,000 or more for public. I'm trying to remember this, so forgive me if I'm wrong a little bit. And over 55,000 for private. But you have to qualify either with an extraordinary expense, either through a personal aid, extended school year services. So there's a lot to it, but you know, for now, that's our revenue.
Dr. Benaquista, what are you hearing in terms of federal funding, IDEA? Because that was one of the funding lines that we thought was going to be negatively impacted. I believe it was last year. What are you hearing now?
So we did have our mid-year budget review, and actually I think it was Ms. Kuhn that asked that same question, and they did say again, even though they don't know, is budget conservative. So
okay.
We will be deciding what conservative means, but I think we're going to attack it the same way as we did last year and hope that we get everything. But we don't know, as well as there's always unknown with the switchover of governorship as well, and we discussed that because a new governor coming in could change things, but we're hoping for that this first year at least staying even. And then from there, I would always like more, but
Right.
right now,
If I
that's
can
where we're
chime in,
kinda-
the county BA is asking or recommending 60% to budget 60%. Last year, we did 70.
70.
So at this point, that'll be a discussion between the ELT team to see what we think is probable, so.
And I want to be clear, we got 100% of the 70%, or 100% of 100.
Of what we typically have, 2 million, roughly 2. We did not lose anything.
But if we budgeted for 70%, did we get 100% of 70% or 100% of?
We had two plans. We had, if they gave us 70%, we're ready to go with that.
Right.
If we got everything like we had in the past year, we went with that, and we got everything.
Okay, good.
Pretty much everything.
But for this upcoming year, they're
We're gonna do
telling
the same
us,
thing. We're gonna budget either Young Londo will fight for 60, maybe we'll fight for 70, but we're gonna budget conservative, but we're gonna have a plan that if we get everything back, we're ready to turn, and it'll be a lot on Isabella to now make sure everything's
find
back up.
discretionary grants and different things. I know that is tough, and there's
It
a
is
reason
tough.
why I'm devoting some time to this. I think people see the school district running, but they don't realize how much it takes for the school to run and provide all the services that it would like to. And IDEA is already historically underfunded.
Yes.
As we know.
It's true.
Right?
Yes.
At least that's what the research tells us. So to see further cuts when we see an increase, particularly when you talk about a peak after 2020, it is a bit concerning. So it is nice to see that we have caring staff members that are willing to put in the work. But we do, as a board, want to encourage the kids to stay within our district so that we can make sure that they get the care and services that they need right here.
And to bring up another, you brought up a good point, because if we don't stay flat, last year we lost 6 million. If we lose another 6 million, it's gonna be very challenging.
Right. And as you can see, the big total excluded, like she said, legal and salaries. And as you know, with state aid, they break it out to the different categories.
Yeah.
Special ed doesn't come near. I think last year was maybe around 9 million and the bulk of it will be coming from equalization aid. So although they break it into like 5 or 6 different categories, it's not one-to-one, meaning, special
Yeah.
ed, 30 million, special ed aid, 30.
Or the school
No.
district needs 100,000 to service a child for a given year, we're getting 100,000. No, we may get 50, 60 and have to figure out where the other 40
Yes.
are. So it is quite a challenge. I see that, I'm not sure if I missed it, SEMI?
Semi, no, you didn't miss it, I didn't put it in there. Semi's in a flux right now. They changed how the revenue was coming in, and, I could get that information to you. We actually just sat through some webinars. It's now a tiered system. We're not getting the most back, but we're certainly not like some of the districts that are either in a warning tier or in the lower tiers, but they did change it. Now it's for health-related services. We put them in individually. Before, you'd have to put it in sort of like as the team and evaluations. And we used to really maximize our target and beat our target. Not so much when they changed it, but we weren't alone. Not that that's helpful, but we were certainly not alone with that. And so they're again changing the structure because I think they recognized when that happened. So stay tuned. We will, if you want more information, I'll work with Ms. Kuhn and we can get that information to you about how SEMI's working right now. So that's why I left it out, but thank you for asking that. Yeah.
So just a footnote, on average, we were averaging roughly close to $200,000.
Yeah, we always surpassed.
And of course, last year with the change in the structure of reimbursement, we only got 38,000. So we're really like 200,000 short. And so, again, we're going to be very conservative.
And I sat and I asked everybody, because I go to director meetings and I'm like, hopefully we weren't the only one. They were all like, oh no, so.
Well, there's a push that some of these expenditures will go back to the state level. So hopefully that is the case to help the budgets of local districts.
Yeah.
So thank you.
And I'm glad you pointed out, because I was about to say it too. I mean, grants like what Isabella does are very helpful to us. I see Ms. Cohn and Mr. Baker shaking their head, because thinking outside the box and really working with our community partners, and that's where we really need the time now to work, because that's going to become more and more important to sustain programs that really get in there and do different things for the kids, right? And that's what we want for our district, right? We're all very proud of it. So we're gonna have to have more and more times and ways that we can think outside the box. And I thank all of them who I just mentioned right now. And, they're great to work with, and they really help us, maximize in tough times. It's tough times. All right. So there it is. Around the U in special services. We talked about, Ms. Cohen and Mr. Baker already talked a lot about what's going on with community-based instruction, work-based learning, school enterprises. There are some of the Burnett sites, Coffee Corner. We use a lot of what we have available to us right in the district. They have a school store. We use cafeteria, main office, print rooms to get functional learning for the kids, life skills. It's a wealth right in your own district. UHS, you talked about a lot of them, so I'm not going to go through all of it. But stay tuned, because they have some more programs that are going to be coming your way to vote on, so keep looking for that. Here's some of the community ones. Pomptonian, they've been very good to us. Ceriso Kitchen, which actually is a certificate program. Some of them have just been approved, so we haven't fully been running with them yet, but that teaches restaurant skills to the kids. They come out with wait staff experience. Applebee's, same thing. Walgreens, another certificated program. Every aspect of Walgreens they learn except for pharmacy and the cash register. Kane University Food Services, the Y, we like to use them for real-life learning, recreational experiences. ShopRite, how to get out in the community. And we need to go to ShopRite because the Farmers Cafe, we got to stock everything with food, right? And talk about the Farmers Cafe, they're learning to be baristas. And they make very good snacks and all of that as well. It's really great. Picnic at Rapkin Park, I'm sure you all have heard. We've kind of moved from the diner, but now into the picnic. Mr. Sugling has done a great job with fire department, police, recreation department, and Special Olympics, and all our staff, and it's a great time. Everybody really enjoys it, and so we're looking to continue that either through a committee again. And the kids get to socialize. They practice all their community-based skills, shared interests. They get to see each other from other schools. It's really great. It's a great time. So come out and visit us this year. Learning Ally, world's largest library of audio books. You can, the voice, it reads to you while the print goes. It's for both general ed and special ed. Can go on various devices, your phone, Chromebook. We funded 3 schools, but with Mr. Sugling's work with the NJDOE, they funded all 7, the rest of the 7. So we're in all 10 schools. Way to go. All right. Special Olympics, Unified Champion, Schools Grant, fostering inclusion. And so we heard that tonight in Julia's presentation, and Ms. Cohen's and Mr. Baker's. And the kids and the students can actually participate in different ways. Unified sports. We have e-sport teams and bowling teams. They have uniforms that, Mr. Zeezers has worked with us. Inclusive youth leadership, you heard all about the programs, Holiday Express, Respect Week, Hold School Engagement. There they are at the aquarium again. And there's where who applied and the breakdown of the monies. Some professional development highlights. I just want to say we do partner with the Office of Special Ed to come in and do training, legal training. Great job. Ms. Buthorn and Mr. Sugling did work with, sorry about that, did work with, I can never do this. Yeah. All right.
Jerry's just sitting there.
I'm good.
Dr. Renaquist
I'm
is
good.
just
Took a
sitting
little
there.
bit, but I'm good. All right. So they
Enjoying it.
did training, transportation. Tracy Kesak, we all partnered up and we did training on the buses and with bus staff, paraprofessionals, behavior technicians, and we did a lot of work on transition. Again, that's not exhausted, and I think I got it. Okay, accolades and recognitions. We were recognized at the bronze level for implementing Tier 1 Northeast, positive, right, behavior intervention supports. If you notice the national, they call it a little different. In Jersey, it's PBSIS. We were 1 out of 4 New Jersey schools. How do you like that?
Hey.
And then we even got a award-winning CPAG. Nice, right? And they were in Trenton, and I was happy to be there to, well, virtually anyway, to support them. And it exemplifies parent leadership and as well as collaboration with the school district. Again, back with Special Olympics, Youth Summit. They did such a good job last year hosting for women's leadership. They want to now have this district as a permanent site. Right? So there we go. And this year I'm hearing in April, maybe Leadership in Action.
It's Leadership in Action. It's going to be ran really with the students. So our unified members will be planning, running the entire youth summit. Last year we had 12 different schools attend. So it's schools all over New Jersey. They come to us and we just host.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
And I shopped.
Wonderful.
They had great things to buy, like shirts that promote inclusion, and right, it was good, right? And the proceeds And the reason I'm saying that, because the proceeds go to help Special Olympics, so stop by. We'll get that out for April. Yeah, come on. So now we have a prestigious network that from Special Olympics, where they have a group of people that come across New Jersey to get together to talk about how to foster inclusive education practices, okay? Last year, Joe, Mr. Sugling, was chosen for 24-25, and none other than our Miss Lauren Cohen for 25-26. So that's an accomplishment.
Very good.
Yeah. Oh, Mr. Baker, I didn't forget about you. He was for 4 years in a row. Cool School Cat Challenge raised the most money for Special Olympics. And I think Township of Union, we were second place 2 years running, right? And not enough thanks to everybody.
Thank you.
And I'm sorry, I talked a lot.
No, not at all. Great presentation, and you did well with the PowerPoint and everything.
Thank
Even
you.
though Dr. Benaquista just sat there and kind of chuckled a couple of times. Let me
You might have to talk some more because they might have
It's
questions.
okay.
Yes.
I
Thank
thought
you.
they were gonna get the cane and take me off.
No, this was really important, and thank you, because we're missing some of this information. So it's really something that we can learn from. When is, I would like for us to be invited to the Olympics and different activities with the kids.
Sure.
If you could send us an email with sufficient time, right, Madam Vice? Because we would love to come
Yeah.
and support some of the activities. So
Especially
please
the
let
Youth
us know.
Summit, that's a good one. They really get out there and they talk about pertinent topics, yeah.
Thank you so much. April 8th, but please email. Any questions, comments, colleagues? No, you did, okay, Madam Vice.
So yeah, I was glad to see some of the programs that we have in the community that we link our students to for, educational growth and other opportunities, work life skills and stuff. And I was excited to see the list of community and vendors and in stores, right? Because I was like, oh wow, somebody was telling me about a program they had in South Jersey where one of the schools actually has a small shop, right? On site where the kids, like the community come, the teachers go in and you can actually shop and buy things that you need for home. Of course, we don't want to put our shop right out of business, so it's good that we're working with them and not building our own small shop right. But I was just like, I thought it was brilliant when I saw it because the community doesn't have a large supermarket, so it gives a lot of leeway for that particular community to be able to access things while teachers have a break. They can go and buy stuff for dinner or things they may need, laundry, detergent, etc. So I was really glad to see that. But I really want to say to thank you to the entire special education department for your willingness to assist our students and parents, right? Because I know a lot of times there's a lot of complaints, like sometimes constructive criticism as well as non-constructive criticism. It's a lot of us up here who have children who are serviced under the special education department, myself included. So I know when we go at it hard with you guys and it sounds like we're coming off, rather strong, it's because we understand how to advocate for our children and what they need. And we also have to be advocates and voices for the parents who don't know how to do those things. So we're doing it two-pronged, but I really want to say thank you for what you do for students, particularly those who are often not seen or heard or able to express themselves in ways that our other students can. So just thank you for seeing them. Thank you.
And I do want to say thank you to all of you, because sometimes, right, we have to have tough conversations or we have to work through things. But I think in this district, it's always done with caring, concern, and it's a great district. And I do believe we have a fantastic staff and support from all of you, and we couldn't do it without. And so even though money is going to be tough, I think we just have to, have open conversations and see what we can do and keep going forward and do what we need to do so our kids have the best education right here in Union.
I just
Absolutely.
I want to add to that. Thank you so much for this presentation. It has been just amazing to see how far Special Services has come from the time that I was that angry mother from New York City with a kid with autism and not understanding the process and understanding the support that I didn't realize that I had within Union, within you, Ms. Conti. You know, we have a running joke between the both of us that we are going on a book tour together.
true.
And it
It's true.
talks about, and Dr. Benaquista has been here for the days, of the angry mom who really wants her child to be fixed. You know, let's be honest. When we come and we present ourselves with our child with a disability, our assumption is, here's my kid, have my kid talk, here's all of the things. We have the whole world against us and feeling alone. And when I say that Union is that unique village, we are that unique village. And I am so proud, and it is one of the best decisions that I've made in my life, was moving here. And,
good.
you know,
That's
I
good.
always humbly apologize for those days when I just was not. You know, yeah, you're shaking your head
No,
now.
no need to.
You know, there's some days. But to be a parent of a child who is vulnerable, who is nonverbal, who back in the days we would be on forums and people would say it is a waste of our tax dollars to spend on children like my son and those in our district. It's never easy to hear that. So to come into a school district, Ms. Conti and team, Mr. Suglin, you always get it from all of us, but ever so calmly with our teachers and our professionals, ever so calmly, taking whatever direction we come at you. And you once said, and we both said, you have to have passion, compassion, and empathy to want to raise children with a disability. Because when the whole world is against you and you feel like you're alone, we rely on our educators. We rely on special services. So thank you to you. Thank you to all of you. Thank you for those moments when we're not our best as parents because we're scared. Thank you because we don't know. Thank you for making me feel safe to have my child here at Union. And I mean this with everything that is inside of me. Those who know the story. CPAG, the Disabilities Network, Special Services, to hear everything that we've done, to hear all of this, makes being on this board worth it. It makes it all worth it. So Ms. Conti, Mr. Suglin, Stephanie on board, our new people, Ms. Cone, to Team Juju, as we all know him as Juju. He's 21 now, ready to age out of the system, prepared, can say mommy, knows how to go to the supermarket and shop, knows how to communicate to Ms. Meixner, to Ms. Tui, to Dr. Benaquista, to everyone who has supported us and knows what social services is. Ms. Minichi, to all of you, thank you so much. From the bottom of our heart, this board supports you. We advocate.
Thank you.
We are here. We support our educators, and this was amazing. And so I thank you again.
Thank you very much. And again, we have an amazing staff. An amazing, amazing staff. When I tell you our special education staff, and I'm not, Gen Ed, you too, I'm not, it's just because I'm the director of special ed, but can't thank just even everybody sitting here, and they really work, and we believe. We believe.
So I just want to say, not because I consider her a friend, but Ms. Conte Mackey is a tough cookie. And
It's
for
okay,
her
we
to have
need
given
tough
this beautiful, beautiful message tonight speaks volumes about how dear she and how grateful she thinks of you. So that was beautiful. And thank you so much. Now we're going to have to take the microphone away from you because
think
it
so.
has become a
May
long
I?
presentation. All
May I,
right, we
Madam
have,
President?
see, she made Ms. Manisi shed a few tears, so here we go. Please, Ms. Manisi.
So, thank you. I just wanted to explain the tears. As a special educator for over 40 years, I know I've been through with students they are my heart, special ed teachers and the whole department, general ed teachers as well, because I was an inclusion teacher for over 25 years. I don't think we could ask for a better group of people to work with our kids in this district. So thank you so much. It's just heartwarming to hear somebody, a parent, to speak about our staff the way she did. And yeah, it was. And that's why I cried, because it just brings everything home. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you, and we need that, because that's how we grow. People are afraid sometimes of disagreement, as long as it's healthy, respectful disagreement. Sometimes you grow, and that's all I'm
Yeah, and I was going to say, we'll take that caring, passionate, upset parent any day, because we're fighting for kids.
Hello, nicely said.
So thank you, Ms. Conti, to
Thank
you
you
and your
so much.
team.
Let's give them a hand one more time. Thank you so
Mr.
much for being
Seidling,
here tonight.
Ms. Boothorn, thank you guys for everything. And you'll get a partner in January, another one. So next up, I'm going to introduce Lourdes Garcia, the supervisor of World Language ESL Bilingual, to share a little bit about what's going on in her department. And Lourdes started with us about a year ago now.
Yes.
So I'm interested to see what she's going to present.
Oh, you
Oh,
give
that's
it
yours.
to-
I give you this, the big
Okay.
button.
Just the center?
Yep.
Okay, wonderful. Good evening, everyone. I'm Lourdes Garcia, and tonight we're going to talk about supporting multilingual students. Who are multilingual students? Multilingual learners are students who are developing proficiency in multiple languages. This includes both students learning English as additional language in school and students learning another language in addition to English. Some of the obstacles that our students encounter are not just language barriers, cultural adjustment, academic levels. Some of them are coming with gaps in education, limited access to resources, trauma, socioeconomic hardships, and either lack of family support, or some of them have family support. The role of the department, providing a welcoming and nurturing environment that focuses on students' assets rather than their areas of need. Be examples for students of what multilingualism looks like and the advantages it can bring. Support families in their students and sometimes their own multiple lingual journeys. Ensure district compliance with the New Jersey Bilingual Code. And our goal as a department is that we will use data to inform our instructional and department and our placement decisions. This also is inclusive of the World Language Department. Who are our staff? We have ESL and bilingual education staff, 15 members. This year we have our first bilingual teacher at the high school. I'll talk about that a little bit more. We have world language staff, 15 teachers, and that's inclusive of Spanish, French, and German. This year, we were able to diversify our ESL teachers. Now they speak not only Spanish, but we also have teachers who speak Portuguese, Tagalog, German, and French, and Haitian Creole as of January. Union is also registered as a testing site for Language Testing Institute. This is an assessment that teachers need to take whenever they speak another language or when they become ESL teachers. This generally costs about $309 if you take it at a site. For our teachers, our candidates that take it at Union, it offsets the cost by $140. It's a unique opportunity, too, for me to meet candidates and convince them about coming to work at Union. So, ESL bilingual and world language programming. So currently at our schools, we offer a pull-out ESL in K-5. This year we are piloting push-in, so our ESL teachers are also working in conjunction with our general education teachers. Daily ESL in 6 to 12. We are offering at the high school Spanish bilingual algebra and language arts for our 9th and our 10th graders, which makes us a bilingual part-time program. The first time we're offering that in Union. Students are also receiving high-intensity ESL, which means in addition to meeting the core requirements, they are also receiving 2 periods of ESL. So not just native language instruction, but also English as well. So our world language program in K-4, students are receiving Spanish exposure. They are also learning Spanish courses in 6 through 8. And as I mentioned previously, we're offering Spanish, French, and German in grades 9 to 12, levels 1 through 5. We have honors, AP, and heritage speakers. 25, 26, what have we done so far? We have PD focused on language acquisition instructional strategies, effective use of available resources, using data to target instruction. We have our department meetings and PLCs. We're focusing on collaborative planning, using backwards by design thinking, scaffolding, cultural sensitivity, code compliance, grading, common assessments, and formative assessments. I've also worked really closely with our new teachers this year. We have a lot of new hires. So we focused on Danielson using Genesis, SchoolFi, classroom practices. Our teachers in ESL have to focus a lot on providing services, also inputting information about our students in Genesis regarding their language, their proficiency level, implementation of updated and new resources to meet student need, teachers' access to data dashboards, collaboration with special education, principals, and the ELA department. These are pictures that demonstrate different opportunities in our district where our teachers have collaborated during PDs. We had our world language teachers as well. We did a lot of backwards design. We looked at specific units where we looked at our resources and how it aligned to our standards for world language and ESL, and looking at our ESL curriculum for newcomers. We're also working in collaboration on IMSE with our ESL teachers. We've had a lot of opportunities to celebrate and collaborate together to look at our goals. We have opportunities to celebrate with our students. On the bottom row, we see our ELA and our math and our language arts teacher at the high school. We had a celebration for students. These are our dynamic educators. Oh, some of the other things we've done so far with our students: peer mentoring at the high school by our French and Spanish National Honor Society. We have expanded our ESL tutoring services to include the students at the high school. That's online as well as in person. We have ESL pen pals between our two schools. We have revamped the newcomer curriculum. We also have the new Spanish bilingual algebra, ELA 9th and 10th grade courses. And we have ongoing monitoring for English proficiency level in terms of exiting our students and comparing their growth from one year to the next. We are revamping our former LEP monitoring procedures, because when students exit our program, we have to look at how they're transitioning to general education classes. These are also highlights from the observations and the walkthroughs I've conducted throughout the year. Our educators and our students are working really hard to not only have academic success, to be challenged, to be rigorous, and to be exposed to grade level content. And what have we done so far for families and community? We have our multilingual parent advisory committee. We are now in our second year offering adult ESL. We have explored culture through food with Pomptonian, partnership with the Union Public Library. We have various opportunities for not just our staff, but our families to explore the various resources offered here at the Union Public Library. Participation in Union Essex Multilingual Learner Admin Committee. Attendance at NJ ALAS and NJ TESOL. These are different conferences that support our multilingual students and families. Parent-guardian workshops on literacy for multilingual students. We've also established partnership with Kane for world language and ESL teaching candidates, and we're expanding, as I mentioned previously, the ESL tutoring to the Union High School students. This is some highlights from our journey this year. And what are we looking forward to? The CELA biliteracy testing for multilingual juniors and seniors. So we're currently in the process of recruiting students from Union High School. We will be administering the test in January. The IMSE training for our ESL teachers. Bilingual read-alouds to celebrate Read Across America Week. Access testing for our ESL students starts in the first week of February. AP testing for our AP World Language students in French, German, and Spanish. We're having a Union Public Library orientation for our multilingual parents so that they can become familiar with the resources offered here at the library. Family engagement nights to be planned throughout the school year for literacy, game night, cultural celebrations, etc. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Garcia. Yes, any questions?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
You're gonna keep that?
Oh, yes. I have several. I've been writing notes, looking at other presentations. First of all, thank you so much.
Thank you.
For even starting the parent committee. That is something that, Dr. Benacuesta, you know we didn't have here until I think you came on board, so thank you.
Thank you.
I want to recognize you for that. I apologize, I made notes on different. So I know that you supervise both ESL, bilingual education, but also world language.
Yes.
Which I used to supervise myself, and one of the things that I looked at was global trends in terms of language demands, right?
Yes.
And I'm seeing here German and French, but I'm not sure if those are globally on-demand languages. Is there consideration, Dr. Benacuesta and yourself, in the future of looking at what we're offering the children so that it complements whatever major they decide to study?
So I definitely think that it's really important to constantly collaborate, within the district, look at trends within the state, and a best practice is always to collaborate with other districts in the country, follow trends globally, because we want to ensure that our students are not just competitive here, but globally. So that is also one of the focal points of the Seal of Biliteracy. We also have to look at enrollment, right? What do our numbers say? Numbers tell a story. So we do have, an active enrollment within the high school, but I think reflection is always a part of the process, right?
And the answer, yes.
Sorry.
We would love to offer more languages, ones that relate to, where the students are gonna be going, maybe can help them in their career that they get from the next step in college. However, the challenging thing right now is the certifications. But if we can collaborate and agree in certain areas of a blended learning model, and then the capabilities open up tremendously where you could offer 30 different opportunities for kids, but it has to come more of a blended model right now. So it's just, we're even, one of the harder certs to get right now is even Spanish. So for whatever reason, there's a dip in world language certs, so.
Thank you.
We also tried to do American Sign Language. We had someone hired.
I was just going to ask
and
about
they
ALS.
ended up not
ASL,
being able
sorry.
to take the job.
So, but we are still looking, I know in the healthcare field, business field, ASL is one of the languages right now high on demand.
Yes.
So, okay, that's wonderful. Thank you. Backwards by design, I apologize. Have you done, since you've been here, I know it's been a short time, but I did ask this when I was in Education Committee, the correlation between our students' proficiency in WIDA, which is the assessment students have to take if they are ESL or bilingual, and the correlation between their performance there compared to the NJSLA, ELA performance?
So a correlation would be a little bit difficult. So one of the things that our students are coming to us with the level of proficiency. So the WIDA Access, which we're about to receive in February, it does have ELA on it. It has math, science, and social studies, right? The academic language. Now, that test in itself is really difficult, and as our students are learning English, their proficiency is supposed to grow 0.7 from one year to another. So we do monitor and we do utilize the, I'm trying to think of the data resource that we use. Linkit. So Linkit does analyze data in the sense that it looks at our students' growth, right, from year to year, whether they're attaining that, right, the 0.7. So we look at that. We can break it down by domain. So students, when they come in to learn English, what do they learn first? It's speaking and listening. But where do they struggle? In reading and writing. So we can monitor a student to see how they're learning, but then the NJSLA, it does measure grade level content, right? So we do look at the connection between our ESL curriculum, that's work that we're doing right now. So looking at multiple pieces of data to see where does it correlate, where do those standards overlap so that we can target instruction. But NJSLA will focus on language arts, it will look at skills, but we can marry the two so that we expose students to that grade level content so they'll be successful. But between NJSLA, we're looking at progress. How much is the student growing? Students are given accommodations to take that assessment, but what they're given is native language dictionaries and additional time. So some of it is not necessarily fair, in my opinion.
Well, life is not fair, as we know. I just want to make sure that we remain rigor in our curriculum and what we're trying to offer, and really stay away from watering down things for the children because we feel that they don't know the language. Because as you know, cognitive transferability theory allows us to really take the content they may know in one language and transfer it over. That was just my point. But
no, I agree with you 100%. And so something that I put on the slide was I've been collaborating with the coaches. So one of the things that I'm really happy about doing this year is that I've worked really closely within the middle school, right? And so we took a story, there was a slide up there of So Be It. And so that's a grade level text, and so we're exposing students to So Be It. But we're thinking about some of the issues that may be difficult for them. So for our students that just came to the United States, they don't know all the states, right? So the character went to visit from one place to another. So our ESL teacher put a map up, right? Because there's sometimes we have to build background, but our duty is to expose them to grade level content. And that is something that I take very seriously because our students should be prepared.
And another thing is current events. I don't know if we have subscriptions, at least for the ESL kids, to New CLA, where they can read the same articles in different lexile levels, but just expose them to all that stuff. And last question, acculturation. It's not just linguistic, it's not just cognitive, it's also social. And my friend here that did a wonderful presentation, Ms. Julia Laverty, she participated in another club called Club Unified, where Gen Ed partners with special needs youngsters to teach them about how to socialize, right? Is that something that we're doing with our newcomers to help them feel comfortable in being in our school system?
So I know that the counseling department, one of the things that they do, for instance, at Burnett, is that they do pair students to buddy up throughout the school day, right? Because students are following a schedule, and so to get them acclimated to going to the cafeteria, to finding the library, to just understanding there's a schedule, we have to move from one room to another, so we are doing it. And it's, I think, it's definitely a strategy to help students get acclimated, and I definitely noticed that club. So I think that I did want to tell you I wanted to meet you after.
Very good. See?
And I think some of the peer tutoring also.
Yes, and the peer tutoring between the ESL students and the Honor Society students is another opportunity for them to be integrated. And within the time that I've been recruiting students for the SELA Biliteracy, I've been going to some of the classrooms to introduce myself, to increase participation. I've only been here for a short time, but I am very highly sociable, and so I'm constantly looking and meeting at different staff members and thinking about how we can increase awareness. It's really important for our students to be successful and for them to know what services are available. So slowly but surely, I'm getting acclimated to Union, and I've really enjoyed the time that I've been here because I think that there are a lot of unique individuals that work here who are passionate about working here. And so I just, along the way, I keep making friends. And so we look at what everyone's mission is, and it's actually how we started the meeting for our teachers, was looking at the district mission and vision and how we were a part of that. So it's about increasing awareness, educating not just our parents, our staff, but our students, and trying to work together.
Thank you so much. Nicely said. Ms. Santana, anybody else? And Ms. Conte-May.
Ms. Garcia, how are you? So my name is Chastity Santana. I'm one of the board members. How are you today? I just wanted to say that I thoroughly enjoyed and understood more of what you're doing and what we're doing here. I remember that I don't come from an education background. I was just a student all my life. And the day that I saw an ESL teacher that didn't speak Spanish, I was just like, what's going on? They're supposed to speak Spanish. Just because I didn't know. That's how ignorant I was. But you educate yourself. You get better and better throughout this. So what I wanted to say to you specifically is, if you don't know the Township of Union, I've lived here now, I think it's going on 15 years. That's like 0 years, right? We're a beast. We're a big beast. So coming in new, I can tell, and I'm sure that it's very intimidating. So I invite you to be a beast, a bigger one to us, because we need you. Please think outside of the box. Please come with ideas. Please never get comfortable, because our children need you, we need you, and welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Great presentation, thank you for it. I wanted to get some more insight about the impact. How do you get the word out? What does it entail? How, is it school to school? Do they have monthly meetings? What does that look like?
So last year we had a few meetings, and so essentially we use social media. So we use Google Forms. We posted it on Facebook, and some of our parents still use traditional ways. So we are going to have pamphlets to send home, to print out, mainly targeting like the K-4. And as I've been working more and more closely in the second year, I receive phone calls, parents call. I am able to speak Spanish, and we do translate various resources. I think something that helped us to get the word out was launching the adult ESL program last year. And so we translated it so that our parents could read it. I know Kristen has helped me too to put things on our platform. And now this year too, I'm also using Parent Square. So I created multilingual groups there, and it's wonderful because it also lets me know when parents receive the notification, so I know if they open the email. So we're always presenting it in multiple languages.
The parents select the language they want to receive it in.
Oh, wow, great. That's amazing, and the reason why, and it's really good to hear, like, special services, that we have these initiatives within our community. My parents, my Brazilian, West African parents, immigrants coming here, when you get here, the language barrier, the community setting, and the ability to be able to connect and understand the English language, but also have a safe space to, move it further. So it's really amazing that we have this and that it's being offered to our parents as another resource that this district, brings to our community. We're that unique village, so it's great to hear this.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Garcia. And now the speed round. So there's our numbers for HIB that we have to report for December 10th to the 16th. As you see, 3, one at Union High School and 2 at Burnett. The affirming of HIB from the 19th of November to December 9th. 4 met the criteria, 2 at Union High School, 2 at Burnett, 2 were unfounded, 1 at Battle Hill, 1 at Hannah Caldwell, and 2 inconclusive at the high school. There's some other things you could check out that are part of my presentation every month. And just that concludes my presentation. There will be obviously on Tuesday, early dismissal. Winter break's coming, and I just wish everyone happy and healthy winter break. Thank you, Madam President.
Next, we will have the education, and thank you, everybody, for being here. Happy holidays to you, by the way, on behalf of the entire board. Great presentations. But, Miss Randy, before you go, and Dr. Rodriguez, no, I just want to give you a shout out. You were at a workshop for, I think it was Atlas curriculum. A colleague of mine, a friend, was there, and apparently you partnered up or something, but you were very helpful, and she said you were very knowledgeable, so that we were kind of ahead in terms of this initiative here. So congratulations to both of you. Thank you. That is true. And Julia, I do want to say, you're more than welcome to be here the entire evening with us, but I do know that it's getting a little late, and thank you for bringing that to my attention. We appreciate you, we thank you, and you taught a lot of adults a few things about our district tonight, so we're very proud of you. So you're welcome to stay with Mom, but if you guys need to go, we understand. I have to go to work tomorrow. Happy holidays and many blessings to you. Thank you. Let's give them another hand. Thank you.
I think they want to freeze us out. Thank you, congratulations, honey.
Good job, Mrs. Laverty. You got great kids.
Nice job.
Great school system that they got a great foundation from. So.
Thank you.
Thank you. Happy holidays.
You too.
Next, we will have our Education and Student Discipline Committee chairs, Ms. Manisi and Ms. Faria, to present the resolutions that will be voted on tonight.
Thank you, Madam President. So E1 and E1A were voted on last week, and E9. And if it's okay, I'd like to pass them as a group.
Please.
Okay, so upon recommendation of the superintendent of schools, the Education Student Discipline Committee presents the following resolutions for the board's consideration. E1A1 through E8, E10 through E14.
Second.
Oh, you guys are sitting separate. I just realized that. Yeah, no, I got it now. Any discussion? This motion has been properly moved by, I apologize.
Sorry, I just wanted to
Sorry,
say.
Ms. Faria.
That's okay. Again, this is just another example. I think every month we sit here and we approve grant after grant. So I know that we already celebrated Ms. Skokoza, but I just want to say it again. Near and dear to my heart, I believe last year we received about $40,000 grant. We're going back at it again for another $30,000, and we have mental health grants here, externs coming from so we just see continuously the way that you are working tirelessly to support the district. So I just want to make sure that we recognize that.
Absolutely. We expect 12 for the next one. Just messing with you. No, nice job. Thank you. This motion has been properly moved by Ms. Manisi and seconded by Ms. Faria. May I have a roll call, please, Ms. Capiello?
Mr. Cohan?
Yes.
Mrs. Conte-Mackey?
Yes.
Mrs. Faria?
Yes.
Mr. McDowell?
Yes.
Mrs. Manisi?
Yes.
Ms. Santana?
Yes.
Mrs. Scott Heaton?
Yes.
Ms. Carbonell?
Yes. Next, we will have the Fiscal and Planning Committee chairs, Mr. Cohan and Mr. McDowell, to present the resolutions that will be voted on tonight.
Thank you, Madam President. I'd like to call the board's attention to Resolution F11. We're asking for approval to withdraw funds from the capital reserve. Just by way of some background, this will enable us to pay the final invoice for all of the repairs for the rehabilitation of Hannah Caldwell Elementary School. The total expenditures for that project totaled nearly $9 million.
Wow.
And this final invoice is for Service Master, and there's also an invoice from one of the plumbing contractors. I want to share with the board that as of the preliminary audit at the end of the last fiscal year, our capital reserve will be just shy of $5 million, and by withdrawing this nearly $2.2 million, we will still have a capital reserve of about $2.8 million moving forward. It continues to be important for us to have those kinds of reserves as we try to implement the long-range facilities plan over the next several years and ensure that our buildings remain in good order.
Thank you so much, Mr. Cohen.
And now I'll defer to Mr. McDowell for the resolutions.
Thank you, Mr. Cohen. Madam President.
Mr. McDowell?
The Fiscal and Planning Committee presents the following recommendations for the board's approval. All except for F7 was approved last week, and FATTY is not up for a vote, not at all. F12 was discussed in executive session, so we are submitting F1 through F12 with the exception of F7 and FATTY.
Second.
Second. Any discussion? All right, this motion has been properly moved by Mr. McDowell and seconded by Mr. Cohen. May I have a roll call, please, Ms. Capiello?
Mr. Cohen?
Yes.
Mrs. Conte-Mackey?
Yes.
Mrs. Faria?
Yes.
Mr. McDowell?
Yes.
Mrs. Manisi?
Yes.
Ms. Santana?
Yes.
Mrs. Scott Hayden?
Yes.
Ms. Carbonell?
Yes. Next, we, excuse me. Next, we will have the Settlement Negotiations Committee Chair, Ms. Santana, to present the resolutions that will be voted on tonight.
Upon recommendation of the Superintendent of Schools, the Personnel Committee presents the following resolutions for the board's consideration. Madam Chair, may I move them in blocks, please, and thank you.
Yes, please.
Thank you. So P1A was approved at the work session December 9th, 2025. We are going to start with P-1A-1, and I am moving it in a block all the way down to P8. Madam Chair.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion?
Not a discussion, but just a point of clarification. We skipped over grievances and operations, so we just need to go back to those.
Correct. So motion on the floor for personnel.
Personnel, yes.
So it's been moved and seconded.
All right. So we are effectively voting on
Personnel.
Personnel.
We need a roll call. Can I do a roll call?
Roll call, please, Ms. Capiano.
Mrs.
So sorry.
Mr. Cohan?
Yes.
Mrs. Conte-Mackey?
Yes.
Mrs. Faria?
Yes.
Mr. McDowell?
Yes.
Mrs. Manisi?
Yes.
Ms. Santana?
Yes.
Mrs. Scott Hayden?
Yes.
Ms. Carbonell?
Yes. Yes.
No grievance, just operation.
Right.
All right.
Just
I-
1A01.
All right. Please excuse that confusion. Next, we will have the Operations and Technology Committee Chair, Ms. Conte Mackey, to present the resolutions that will be voted on tonight.
Thank you, Madam President. Upon recommendation of the Superintendent of Schools, the Operations Technology Committee presents the following resolutions for the board's consideration. 01, approve security drill, bus evacuation reports. 02 and 03 were previously approved at December 9th work session.
Second.
Any discussion? All right, this motion has been properly moved by Ms. Conte Mackey and seconded by Mr. Cohen. May I have a roll call, please, Ms. Capiello?
Mr. Cohan?
Yes.
Mrs. Conte-Mackey?
Yes.
Mrs. Faria?
Yes.
Mr. McDowell?
Yes.
Mrs. Manisi?
Yes.
Ms. Santana?
Yes.
Mrs. Scott Hayden?
Yes.
Ms. Carbonell?
Yes. I apologize, some of my documents are mixed up here. We will now proceed to policy.
Thank you, Madam President.
Next, we will have the Policy Committee Chair, right? Ms. Manisi and Ms. Faria to present the following resolutions that will be voted on tonight.
Thank you, Madam President. So policy 43214.1 has been pulled, but all the others, this is for second reading and adoption. So upon recommendation of the superintendent of schools, the policy committee presents the following policies for the board's consideration. Policy 1 through policy 3 and regulation 1 through regulation 3.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? This motion has been properly moved by Ms. Manisi and seconded by Ms. Faria. May I have a roll call, please, Ms. Capiello?
Mr. Cohan?
Yes.
Mrs. Conte-Mackey?
Yes.
Mrs. Faria?
Yes.
Mr. McDowell?
Yes.
Mrs. Manisi?
Yes.
Ms. Santana?
Yes.
Mrs. Scott Heeden?
Yes.
Ms. Carbonell?
Yes. Moving it along, we will have the Residency Committee Chair, Ms. Manisi, to present the and Ms. Faria to present the non-voting resolutions.
Okay, so we don't have to vote on this, it's for informational purposes only. So upon recommendation of the superintendent of schools, the residency committee presents the following resolutions for the board's consideration. And it's just a total of students that have voluntarily transferred from the district.
Thank you so much. May I have a motion to approve the bills list?
So moved.
Second. Oops, sorry.
So I believe I got there Mr. Cohan and Ms. Scott Hayden. Any discussion? This motion has been properly moved by Mr. Cohan and seconded by Ms. Scott Hayden. May I have a roll call, please, Ms. Capiello?
Mr. Cohan?
Yes.
Mrs. Conte-Mackey? Yes. Mrs. Faria?
Yes.
Mr. McDowell?
Yes.
Mrs. Manisi?
Yes.
Ms. Santana?
Yes.
Mrs. Scott Heeden?
Yes.
Ms. Carbonell?
Yes. Unfinished business? Ms. Santana?
Yes, I'm gonna put this under unfinished business. About a year ago, I was gonna say today, but let's say about a year ago, I had the pleasure of nominating Dixie Carbonell as president of this board. And I wanna be the first one to say that it's been a journey. We've had a lot of work to do under you, essays, and I learned so much. You made me uncomfortable in a space that I thought that I was uncomfortable, and I grew, lady. Thank you so much. Thank you. You see, they're still trying to mute me. Thank you so much, Dixie Carbonell, for making me make sure I was prepared to come to every meeting. Trust but verify is a term that I not only use here, but I've taken it into my professional space. I've grown with you. I've seen you grow. Being a president is hard.
Hello. I'm sorry. Yes, thank you.
Thank you for all the work that you've done. And I am very proud to sit with you through this whole entire time. And in the future, as long as you want to be board member, I am here with you. Thank you so much, Dixie Carbonell.
Thank you so much. That was beautiful, Chad. Seriously. I didn't realize you guys remembered everything I said, but thank you. Thank you so much. Any other unfinished? No? Good? Oh, Mr. Cohan?
Yes, I'd just like to share with the board that Madam President and Ms. Faria and I don't think there were any other colleagues, attended the National Honor Society induction last week, right before our work session. It was mentioned earlier by Julia. It was very gratifying to see the number of students who are so very accomplished as scholars among our high school seniors and the rest of the high school class. And it was a pleasure to be able to participate in that. And I'd like to add my thanks to your leadership throughout the course of this year.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Wow. Now I may have to shed a few tears here. Thank you so much.
Well, before you start shedding tears.
All right. Can I just say something for the National Honor Society event? It is one of my favorite events in the world. And who were the two young ladies that facilitated that? Mr. Arias and Miss. Oh, all right. It's been a long night. Long day. But I do want to give them a shout out. It was a beautiful event. We had about 103 inductees that night, which is unheard of. So kudos to the job that everybody's doing, the parents that were there, the family, and the students. So very, very nice. And I know, Ms. Medici.
Okay.
All
So I
right, and
just,
then Ms. Scott Hayden.
okay, so I just wanted to say thank you. I've worked with you professionally for over 20 years, and I have the pleasure of working with you here on the board. And I'm amazed at all of your accomplishments. Thank you for your leadership. You are a welcome asset to our board, and you did a great job as president, so thank you.
Thank you so much, Nancy. I didn't realize that this was this night. Ms. Scott Hayden.
So as your, I guess, right hand,
Literally.
as the VP, I would just want to say thank you for your leadership on the board. Although there were times that, you can be a boss, you know what. But with that being said, though, no, seriously, your consistency in your leadership is appreciated. Your dedication to public education, the students, this district is unwavering. I have grown a lot under you as your vice president, but also learned a lot from you in regards to professionalism in this space and outside of this space. The fact that I really deem you like Miss Claus, because you check it once, you're going to check it twice, right? That's just who you are. But also, if I would be remiss if I didn't talk about the kinetic energy that we shared prior to even becoming president, vice president, just something that is different. I'm pretty sure Miss Elsie Conti Mackey can relate to that. It's just something that is given and required. It's not often found amongst all people, but when it is, that relationship makes it that much different. So with that being said, just thank you for being who you are. Please remain constant in that spiritual realm that you possess. You know what I'm talking about. Keep
Yes,
walking
I
with
do.
that, and I look forward to you. Sir, you may not be the president next year, but you're going to be in this space with us, still doing this work. So thank you.
Thank you so much.
So I would like to say, echoing my two-name partner, Madam President, thank you. This year, I have thoroughly enjoyed being a board member. I appreciate you for the structure that you brought to the team. I appreciate you for allowing us the voice to speak. And as a board, I love being a part of this board and the ability to hear 9 independent voices and allow us to have our say heard, allow us to give our opinions in a respectful manner. I appreciate you say I'm a strong woman, pot calling the kettle black, with a lot of strong personalities with us, but understanding our deep commitment to this district. You have navigated some complex scenarios this year, and it has not been easy, and it takes a toll mentally, spiritually, and physically in some cases for you.
My back.
And you have done it with as much patience that some may not see. And when we're behind closed doors, we know your heart, we know your commitment to our children, to our educators, and to this district and community. So thank you for helping me to find the way back into really enjoying this experience as being a board member.
Oh my God, that's beautiful.
And we look forward to you from the other side, moving away from the president's seat. So those of us that can be extra, welcome to the other side.
Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. It has really, really been a pleasure working with this team. You bring so much to the table, and as you know, when I took on this role, I was hesitant because I saw it as a sense of responsibility, not only to the board, to the administration, but to the parents, to the staff, and the students of this district. Listen, at the end of the day, we're not always going to agree. It's not always going to look pretty. But we do have to challenge each other. I wholeheartedly believe in that. if we are going to improve. And that's what we've done these past few months. But it's been fun. It's also been fun, and I appreciate you saying you learned something from my leadership, but just be assured that I learned so much from you as well in the process. Thank you. Your input enriched this seat right here in what the work that I needed to do. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Wow, I was not expecting that. New business? Ms. Faria?
So I kind of been saving my thoughts on all of that we've done today, and I just really, in the holiday spirit and the season, my sincere gratitude to everyone on this board, everyone employed in the district, the senior leadership team. You know, we start off the year with a new vision, we're a new mission for our district, where empower and inspire every student every day. And today's been such a great example of that. From thinking about the 103 seniors that were additionally added to the National Honor Society, to the incredible numbers of students participating in after-school sports, to the way that we value every student in this district by providing special services to our most needy and neurodivergent students, for making them feel seen, for our multilingual learners. It's not easy coming into a new country and getting used to all of it. It's not easy for families. It's not easy for the children. Living in that culture of where you grew up and coming into a new one, and living in that split world when you're an immigrant and trying to navigate that is challenging at times. And to see that we have so many dedicated staff under the leadership of this district to really make sure that every kid is seen, every kid is heard, every kid is loved, makes this worthwhile, makes me proud to be in education, makes me proud to serve on this board to make sure that we are moving this district forward. I want to thank everyone, because today was truly about that inclusion, every kid being seen, every kid, and just my deepest sincere gratitude to everyone for doing that. And I want to wish everyone a really, really happy, joyous holiday season.
Thank you. And Ms. Faria, you and I talk about that all the time. I think we both came to this country at the same age, 8 years old. And I remember seeing snow for the first time, but going into a school that is very different than what you're accustomed to can be so scary. And even years later, when I get tired, my accent tends to come out more than usual. And people mistake that for your intelligence, not realizing that your IQ is probably 10 times higher than theirs, but your pronunciation, because you know another language, is different. So I am happy, and I thank you for saying that as part of this wave of presentations that I set out for the year with Madam Vice, we left our most vulnerable populations for tonight, because it is really and truly reassuring what we heard tonight about the care that is taken in making sure that they are successful in our school community. So Dr. Benacuesta, to you and your team, thank you, everybody, and an awesome job. Thank you. Now we will go to comments from the public, and we thank you for your patience. I'm going to guess, but I will say that you are Miss Lisette Cespedes. Thank you so much.
And I couldn't have planned better. I wrote down what I wanted to say. I'll try to stay on time. I timed myself, so I should be only a little bit over. But what I wanted to talk about and present to you all tonight relates a lot to what has been discussed already about different students with differences and making sure that we have an inclusive environment. So I'm just going to read directly from here. I'm here tonight to speak on behalf of my son. And I just want to point out, it's not an angry mom. Let's rephrase that to say that we are advocating for those children that don't have the voices. And thank God that we have parents like yourself and other parents that are willing to speak up, even when it's difficult and even when their voice shakes. I want to bring awareness to a situation that occurred just a few weeks ago, with the hope that it does not occur to another student or family.
Very briefly, our son, I have 3 children, he's my middle. Our son was diagnosed with ADHD in 2021 when he was in 3rd grade. Since his diagnosis, my husband and I have been extremely proactive with the school district, with his counselors and with his teachers. In fact, we had to, as they presented that parents are the most common referral for services, we had to bring it to the attention of the school, and he had a 504 plan put in place, a tool that has been critical to his academic success. Unfortunately, last year, we were recommended to have the 504 removed because the accommodations were no longer being used. If we could turn back time, we never would have removed the 504. This year, he started the 7th grade in the honors program without a 504 in place. And 5 weeks into the first marking period, we noticed his grades slipping and that he was having difficulty completing assignments. This year, there is implementation of a no late work policy in the honors classes at Coami Middle School. We proactively requested a conference with all his teachers in mid-October, and I'll have you note that this is the first year that Coami has honors for all of the 4 major academic classes. Previously, I think it was only 2. He was in all 4 of the classes: social studies, English, math, and science. During that conference, we learned that from his teachers, he appeared to be uninterested, to lack motivation, and was having trouble focusing in class and requesting frequent bathroom breaks. After hearing all of this, my husband and I promptly requested for his 504 to be reinstated. We consulted with his neurologist for medication adjustments, and we enrolled him in additional services privately to help with executive function training. His neurologist provided an accommodation list, which we shared with the school counselor and his teachers while the 504 evaluation was in process and had to be redone. Unfortunately, one of his teachers, Mrs. Jennifer Reiser, did not believe, and I quote, that a 504 plan aligns with being in honors classes. She said this during the conference. Despite knowing how my son was struggling, how much my husband and I were doing outside of the classroom to get him back on track, and knowing that a 504 evaluation was occurring imminently, she refused to provide him with additional time to submit one assignment, and he began the 2nd marking period with a failing grade. Of note, additional time for assignments was item number 2 on his accommodation list. When I requested for her to provide some flexibility for my son's assignment while he tried to get back on track, she stated that she could not, 1, make an excuse for one student and not others who also have extenuating circumstances, and 2, Coami has an honors policy for no late work, so until the 504 plan was in place, she would not accept any late assignments.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Could you make your final comment? We're well over.
Okay, I'm almost done. Following her response, I reached out to the principal to understand how the no late work policy for the honors class came about, since it was new for this year. There is in fact no policy, but only a rule that's implemented by the honors teachers, and they could use their professional judgment. Mrs. Reiser, also gave him a failing grade for an essay because it was in my handwriting, even after my son explained that I had simply rewritten his own work for him to have it legible. I'm almost done. I've been waiting for 2 hours for him to type in class the following day. Rather than reach out to me to corroborate my son's story, she gave him a failing grade. Yes.
Not to be disrespectful,
Mm-hmm.
the business administrator, we're just trying to comply with the board's policies with respect to the time limits. We do understand and respect the fact that you waited a long time. However, I can represent to you that the superintendent will, either personally or with his staff.
No, I've spoken to the superintendent. I just want to do one more paragraph, if that's okay.
Could you please?
According to the CDC, 1 in 6 children in the U.S. has moderate to severe ADHD, and the more staggering statistic is by the age of 10, more than children with ADHD have heard 20,000 more negative comments than their neurotypical teens. What I want to ask the board to examine is the rules that are in place in our schools. Are they objective? Do zero tolerance rules for homework create more rigor, or do they isolate students? I also want to acknowledge that I have discussed this matter with the assistant superintendent, who provided great support. Today, my son is thriving in his classes and has improved significantly through a multi-pronged approach that includes medication, executive training, and a 504 plan, and collaborative teachers. Recently, one of his teachers emailed me to share how well he is doing and what an improvement it has made. I hope that through sharing this story, this experience will not be in vain, but a catalyst for critical appraisal and improvement in our district. We just spent an hour discussing how we will leave no child behind, but here's an example of how my son could have been left behind. And thanks to other teachers that jump in and this board and superintendent, he is doing much better now. But we need to examine the curriculum and some of these policies that are not truly inclusive and are leaving kids behind. Thank you.
Mrs. Perez, I just want to say that thank you so much for sharing that with us. It kind of saddened me, to be honest, when I first heard you start. But I'm glad that we allowed you to finish. That's my only exception this year as president. But you left us with some hope. But you are right. That should never happen in our system. And I am glad that the administration worked to make sure that it didn't continue, not only for your student, I'm hoping that it didn't continue across the board. But as we learn about things like that, and I thank you for your courage, and for being an advocate, because we need to hear from the parents so that we can then speak to them and work together with the administration and speak with them to make sure that those things do not happen in our district. Thank you so much, and please understand we do appreciate you being here tonight. No. So listen, I didn't see it as a negative ending. We could see that as a challenge or a problem. I see that as an opportunity for us to continue to learn and grow. So thank you to you and many blessings. And the board is here should you ever need us again. Thank you so much. Feliz Navidad. Happy holidays, everybody. Feliz Navidad. Happy Kwanzaa. What else are we celebrating? Hanukkah. And whatever else you celebrate. Enjoy your break and spend it with those you love. You know what I feel about that. Even if it's with crackers, as long as you're with people you love, that's a celebration in itself. Thank you so much. You may, I believe we can adjourn, right?
Yes.
All the same.
Aye.
Motion to adjourn.
So moved.
So moved. Second.
All right, I heard 1,000 people, but I think it was Ms. Manisi and Ms. Faria.
There you go.
Roll call, please, Ms. Capiello.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Mrs. Venisi?
Yes.
Ms. Santana? Mrs. Scott Hayden?
Yes.
Ms. Carbonell?